The motto of this family, you should follow your feelings. You should work as little as possible. You should have a nice life. And that's what we all hope that the saga leads the human race to. You follow your feelings. You work as little as possible. And you have a nice life. And I'd like to just finish it with one poem. I said in the beginning, I'd like to say this poem again because this whole thing for me is based around this poem. Uden is a ring. Uden is everything. Ever means without an end. Ever has no end. It's forever. Re means to do ever, forever, and again and again and again. Every. And ting, this is a ting. I'm a ting. This planet is a ting. A star is a ting. The moon is a ting. The sun is a ting. So Uden is making everything. And Uden has always been, and Uden will always be. It means it has no beginning and no ending. And Uden is the sun. We can discuss this discus, this sun, in one discussion. And that's what I've tried to do today. Maybe a little monologue, but anyway. Inshallah. For those that have heard the story more than once, every time you hear it, you hear more and more. You can't get it all in one time. You can't even get it in 10 times. I sat with this guy many, many years of my life. Not all year, but many, many years of my life, if you put all the months together. And he slowly, slowly gave me this story. And I've had it rolling in my brain all day, every day. It is my life. And I hope something happens on this story. He was killed a little over a year ago, so there's nobody left in this family anymore. There's just a few people who have this knowledge.
When do they think that pole shift might come down?
It's coming very soon. The ice is melting. That's why the ice is melting away now.
Well, it's not going to shift all the way this way.
No, Finland will be the very top. This hole will be back at the top again.
So it'll just go.
It took 3 months for it to fall over, so it'll slowly, slowly go back. No big story.
Oh, they're shifting now. The magnetic pole.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting ready to, but actually, maybe we have to do something before it shifts. There's something we call the word repairing. And re means to do it again. And pair, this pairing, the Papa's ring. So maybe if we read the Papa's ring, maybe something nice happens on the planet. Maybe it warms up.
Paradise.
And we get to paradise. This family, it'll be different in the future because the family's not here anymore. So there's a whole nother story about it. But the human being in this story, we don't go away.
But they say sometimes that I've heard before where there's actually people that actually live in the earth itself as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that they were digging out this temple at the very top. It's
Well, Agatha and the pole, I mean, there's a no-fly zone over the North Pole. And there is photographs of an opening.
yeah, you know, everything they say, I don't believe. They have to prove it to me. And the scientists,
The scientists are denying this. It's not the scientists who are saying this, but there are. Any airline pilot will tell you cannot fly over the North Pole because all the instruments on your aircraft will go. It will be flying in space. You will lose it. But there's a practical reason it's a no-fly zone. But actually, there are some photographs of this opening, which is very obvious. If you look at the photographs, whether the photographs are genuine or not, I don't know. But who would want to? I don't know. But
Yeah,
photographs exist.
yeah, I don't know.
Agatha, Shambhala, and all these stories.
Nice story.
This is that they went into the earth and there's a hidden cities underneath. I'd like to believe that. There's a lot of stories about it.
You know, I don't believe this story. I couldn't sit here and spend my whole life if I just believed it. I understand this story to be true. And the difference between believing and understanding. If a small boy comes up to me and says, Jim, where does my life come from? And this is a question that millions of people have wondered. There's books written. There's people all over this planet wondering, where could life come from? And I could ask 1,000 people, where does our life come from?
1,000 different answers.
Yeah, none of them are probably correct. In one logic, if I tell the boy that the sun doesn't shine, the moon doesn't shine, this planet becomes black, there is no life, there is no light. So our life must come from the sun. He can understand that. No sun, no light, no life, no consciousness, nothing. But if I tell him there's somebody out in space, some space cowboy, who made the sun on the fourth day, like the Bible says, the fourth day he made the light. That puts it very abstract. You have to believe that.
That's another story.
Yeah, well, that's an abstract story. You can't understand that. You can believe that, but you can't understand it. But a 7-year-old boy can understand that if the sun doesn't shine, there's no light, there's no life.
That's the fundamental truth.
Yeah, that's the fundamental truth. And yet the scientists, like I said, I could have 1,000 scientists and not one of them can come up with such an answer so fast. The priests don't know, the scientists don't know. They all, the Great Spirit, they got 1,000 different answers. And it's an answer that can be given in 2 minutes. It makes sense. It's a logic. All these people into consciousness. Well, what's the source of consciousness? And where does the light come from? So, it's as simple as that for me. If it's not simple for the children to understand, then it's not true. It has to be. This story was told to all the children on the last day of the year. We call Sylvester Day, New Year's Eve. All children before were told this story about where their life comes from, where their soul comes from. And today, you ask somebody, where's your soul? It's here, it's here, it's here. Where's your heart? It's here. So we've lost our direction. The story, I felt like, for me, it makes things clear. I understand this story to be true. The time is very hard to think that we were here more than 100 million years ago. They say that the paradise was much longer than the ice time. And even the scientists will say that we've been in the ice age for 45 million years. We say 50 million, 10,028 years. But they know that before this ice, you can go to Canada, you can go to Russia, up is the glacier, you can see the permafrost, you can see that it was all green before. And the P in the pole, the people come from the people. And such a story, I don't know. All mathematics is based around a P and a pole and a center.
Think.
Yeah. You know what? If 1/3 of what I said is true today, it's already a big problem for everybody. Because the scientists, today the scientists, we don't have to call the stars stars anymore. In our lifetime, they've renamed them.
That's only a problem for some scientists.
Well, it makes a difference because if there's 1 million suns out there, then our sun's not so important. Udin's not one ring. But if there's only one sun and the stars are reflections of one sun, then we can really put it to one sun.
Could it be the same story?
I have a big difficulty with that.
Well, I'll put it like this. I'll pay $1,000 for a picture of another sun. Nobody's ever brought me one yet. And now we also have the Venus is called the morning star, evening star. But today a star is a sun. But Venus isn't a sun. But it looks like a star. And in our story it is a star. Everything's in one solar system. Yeah. Well, like I said, it's a 7-year-old boy can understand this. We've got so much shit stuffed in our heads from all these people with one theory after another theory after another theory. Like the other day, Einstein, they just blew his theory out the window. So now he's Einstein, and we all Einstein, the MC, blah, 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 and now there's something else faster than light, so here, throw him out. And now a new theory comes, and then it'll be good for a while, and then a new one comes. So that means all the theories that we know today, probably none of them are really true. They're just waiting for another theory to, so.
Proof is
Relative to where we are. Anyway, I've got to go. But thank you very much.
Yeah, good. So thank you for your energy. You were all really good. Be nice.